Have any of your like male besties actually started acting funny around
Yeah.
before you got married or something like?
Yeah, I've experienced
they've
that.
had feelings.
Yes, I've experienced
I
that.
can't relate because I've never had.
Yeah, I've experienced. That's why I'm saying that you need to be clear with the person on
Yeah.
both sides, because you might not feel that way about them, because I'm like, hey, like you guys say, oh my G,
Yeah.
but they might get there with you because
Okay.
they think that, oh, there's a possibility that, but
There's a feeling.
Hello again and welcome to Boy Meets Girl podcast. My name is Lydia Bacheje, and as always, we're bringing you some honest, real conversations. I have with me my ever gorgeous, ever real co-host,
Anita.
Rokobia.
I like how Anita always does it,
So
you know.
yeah.
Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about something that's, I know it will get you talking because it's going to get interesting here. But, a lot of times people ask what you bring to the table. And in fact, what you're bringing is even enough. And so they want to get into that. But before that, I want to ask you a very off-the-books question. And that is, what is your relationship superpower? Like the one thing that you always, you got.
Hey.
Roku.
Superpower.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to be the one saying it for the people that have been with me?
No, you can.
I know what I bring.
You know what you bring. And or anybody who is listening who has been with you can attest to it.
I think that when I'm in a relationship, I'm super selfless.
Selfless.
Yes.
Okay. Anita.
And another thing, but I won't say it now.
We want to hear.
Say it. We know, say it.
I give back-to-back orgasms.
Oh my God. Are we even allowed to keep that out there?
Yeah.
Anita.
I think I care a lot.
That's your
I
superpower.
care a lot. Yeah. I care a lot.
I think I align with that. Like I'm very generous when I'm with somebody and I like them, I'll give you whatever I have,
Whatever.
I will not hold back. Yeah, the whatever, and align that in every way.
Emphasis.
Whatever,
Great.
give of all of myself to you. So yeah, I guess that's my superpower.
So what do you
But
give to
anyway,
Christ?
Christ already has my heart. It's a shadow of it that I'm giving out, really. Anyway, so we are getting into the conversation today. We're talking about what you bring to the table. Has somebody ever asked you that? And in fact, have you gone to comments about that somewhere where we're saying that, oh, as a woman, what do you bring to the table? As a man, what do you bring to the table? Some people say that they are even the table. Well, today we're going to get into that conversation. They are the whole table. Yeah, they are the whole table. But what do you also bring to the table? Let us know. And what is your relationship superpower? Well, maybe you are also on the orgasm table. We'll get to know later. But what is your relationship superpower? We want to know that. But to begin the conversation, when somebody asks you what you bring to the table, what does it really mean? Anita, I want to start with you.
It depends on who is asking you.
What
do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
So is it that somebody I'm with or somebody who has seen it on social media?
No. So let's just bring it down.
Okay.
When you're asked what do you bring to the table, what does it mean? What is the person asking?
So what's your worth? What can you offer? Mm-hmm. When somebody says, what do you bring to the table? They are just asking you that, what's in this relationship, what are you bringing with you?
Okay.
Do you get it? Who are you in this relationship? What do you have to offer in this relationship?
What's your superpower? Okay. Sure. Roku.
So I think that once that question pops up, one person is given less.
Okay. Or one person feels like the other is giving less.
Yes. One person is not seeing what they are getting out of that union, because I think that it shouldn't even be a discussion. You shouldn't even be asked that question. Once you ask me that question, I'll start assessing myself.
Okay, so are you saying that question is offensive or is empowering?
No, I don't think it's empowering. I think that once somebody asks you, like, what are you bringing to the table, they can't see somebody's with you. They need to ask what you are bringing. It means they are not feeling it. They are not getting it.
Or they don't think it's enough.
Or they don't think it's enough. So if you ask me that question, I'll start feeling some kind of way. I'll feel like I'm not worth a lot here. Because maybe for all you know, I think I'm doing so much in that relationship. Like I said, I'm very selfless. Maybe it might not be materialistic. I might not bring you like some cash, some stuff, but I'll do everything else for you. But if you have to ask me that question, it means that all my superpowers is not working. Like you can't feel my impact. So it means that you are lacking benefits from me. So once that question comes in, I don't feel like you're motivating me. I actually feel like I'm not enough.
Okay. So Anita, will you say that emotional support, loyalty, peace, they are just as valuable as bringing money to the table, like physical cash, like paying for stuff?
Yeah.
Can we juxtapose them that this is what I bring, is just as good as bringing money?
Yes, so you caring for me, you doing things that will support me emotionally, they are equally important.
Okay.
But this era, we don't look at that aspect more. We look at the physical aspect. We are looking at, so if we should settle today and I'm not able to pay school fees, will you be able to fit in my shoes? If today I don't have money to give you, will you be able to support me in a way? I think that these days when somebody asks you, what do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
We are not focusing on you calling me, you cooking, you doing certain things. You're looking at the material aspect. When I am bringing, let's say, if I'm taking care of water, you should be able to take care of electricity bill so that we can meet ourselves halfway. That's what do you bring to the table? That's what it's all about these days.
Okay.
In the past, your mother will be in the house. She will not go out. She's literally a housewife. She will stay in the house clean.
We see she will go out. She goes to the market.
No,
I was going to say, why is she caged or she's like
no,
locked up?
I'm not talking about the out like out. I'm talking about the fact that she's not going to work.
Okay.
She won't go 8 to 5 and come back and come and do other things.
Okay.
She will be in the house. Her own is to cook, take care of the kid, take care of the husband. But now, things are no longer like that. You go to work 8 to 5. So if we both go 8 to 5 and we come back and you're still coming to ask me, what do I bring to the table?
Yeah.
Then I think that we should no longer focus on the things you do at home. We are talking about the money aspects. So instead of me being a female, cooking, taking care of kids and other stuff, you as a man should also come in and say, you know what, we are bringing a lot to this table. The table self is breaking. The way we are bringing a lot to the table, I want to also swap with you or help you in other ways so that the table will be full. Don't always come and say, what do you bring to the table? When both of us are bringing money. Please, you get it.
No,
Yeah.
can I say something?
Yeah.
Say.
You see, sometimes I feel like I said, once that question pops up, it means that something is not functioning right. So somebody can do an 8 to 5 and then still have help in the house. Like maybe have a nanny, have a cleaner, have a driver, have all that. But they are doing a 9 to 5, but the man is paying for everything.
Okay.
Their money, like, my money is my money, your money is our money kind of system.
Okay.
So the man will feel like there's a lot of pressure on him.
Sure.
And that is a dysfunction. He'll start feeling like, what? Because you are not cleaning, you are not cooking, like the typical woman roles. You are not doing it. He's paying for it. And you're also doing a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, if he's asking that question, what do you bring to the table? You can't be offended because you go out every morning from 9 to 5.
Okay.
He's not getting anything. Maybe probably he's just getting comfort at night. Finish. He's not getting anything.
Maybe that one cry, you're always tired.
See how
Exactly. So
producer is nodding his head like
yes, because I feel like this question, I feel like women took it like, I know they'll come for me, but who cares, man? Like women took it and they started running with it like it's a point of men degrading them. But when you sit down and you think about it, if a man is asking you that question, it means they're not getting anything in return.
Yeah.
But mommy, should it be that is supposed to be? Shouldn't it be complementary? So if I'm doing ABC and you're also doing XYZ, it should be complementary. Shouldn't be that I must necessarily bring exactly what you're bringing, because this housework and stuff, you can't really quantify it.
That's what I'm saying,
by
that
getting a maid and
Yes.
whatever would have paid the maid, that's what you're supposed to bring. Then we
Yeah.
can see that this is the value of it financially.
Yeah.
But I think that what we both bring to the table should be a complementary something. So
That's
I know
what
you're
she,
bringing
that's
my-
what that's what she was
That's
saying.
what I'm saying, that once the question pops up, it means that there's a dysfunction. Something is not working right.
Yeah.
And I think that women use it as a tool to run. Like, why are you asking me what I bring to the table? I
But
do
it's
this,
not
I
only
do
women
that.
that ask that.
Oh yeah,
Men are
but
also asked that.
most of the time, men ask women what you bring to the table, because that's how the table is tilting. Like, that's how the condition is. Like, they are doing so much at certain points that they can't feel the impacts of their partners. Your partner will not ask you what you bring to the table because he can obviously see what you bring to the table. He doesn't need to question what you bring to the table. Once somebody is questioning what you bring to the table, it means that, my guy, you are not bringing anything to the
Could
table.
it be because you expect it to be financial? It shouldn't always be
No,
financial.
sometimes
but
it's not
sometimes-
financial. You see,
Yeah.
sometimes, like I was saying, if he doesn't have to pay for cleaning, cooking, and taking care of your child, and then that money can be used for something. He knows that, oh, my wife is working, she's keeping her own money, but I know that my kid will be taken care of. I have a friend that when his wife travels for like a weekend, the way he's like miserable, and then he'll be like, this woman is a superwoman because she's doing an 8-5. She'll wake her 2 kids up, give them a bath, do everything, take them to school. How she moves from her work to pick her kids up from school and then take them for like extra curriculum activities before she closes, and then like he couldn't keep up. So you see, he knows that that is something. It's not financial though,
Yeah.
but it's a something, and every time it is lacking, he feels it.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be a question of even if you work 8 to 5, even if you are a stay-at-home mom.
That's what I'm saying.
that's
Dad.
So in a
No,
situation where
let me just land.
Okay,
Even
land.
if you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, and you're not doing an 8 to 5, and this is all you're doing,
Yeah.
taking care of the kids,
Yeah.
taking care of the home, it is valuable enough.
Yes. So once the person acknowledges
you made a comment that if he's doing so much, what you're doing is also so much.
Yes.
As a stay-at-home mom
Yeah.
or dad.
Yes.
Yeah.
So whoever is paying the bills, as opposed to you doing the caretaking,
Yeah.
it's I think it's on equal.
Yes.
It's
So if
so
the person is
same.
not questioning it,
Yeah.
it means that
No, but still there are questions to it.
no, like what do you bring to the, after the person is cleaning.
Even in the face of that, there are people who question what you bring to it, because we tend to think that it should be monetary.
No.
But I believe
Wow.
that even the monetary, if you're giving me money to take care of the home, how I use it is even an extra layer of what I bring to the table. Because I could go to the mall to shop, but I choose to go to Medina or Community One Market.
Yeah.
Just so that I can get things for a little less.
Yes.
Or I could say that, oh, let's take our kids to this school where I could get the same quality education for the kids in another school. So how I even help you to spend?
Yeah.
It's something that I'm bringing to the table.
Yes.
Because without that guidance, you might have spent more than you should. So we need to move away from expecting what each person brings to the table to be monetary,
Yeah.
to the actual value.
Yes.
So if you are paying a maid and a driver, if my husband is watching, please, I want a driver. So you have the whole year to plan ahead of my next birthday. If you're paying all those stuff and somebody's doing it for free, sebi, it's a whole lot of money.
Yes.
So why would we ask somebody who is a stay-at-home mom or dad what you bring to the table because it's not financial?
So what Mami was saying is that, what I think is that you are not working. Let's say you're a woman, you are not working, you are in the house. So you are contributing in other ways.
Yeah.
Let's make that one
Yeah,
clear.
yeah.
You are contributing in so many ways. If
Exactly.
you have to bring in another person, you are going to pay.
Yeah.
That one is established. But in a situation where you are in the house, you are not doing all these things. We have a maid. And the man that is working is the one paying the maid. And she's doing everything. So what do? When you go to some homes, the maid will do everything. Take care of the children, take care of the husband. So your husband would have every right to ask you, what do you bring to the table?
Yeah, so asking that, I don't even think that you asking that. Sometimes we need to just assess and see what we're
Yeah.
both doing so that we
Yeah.
can better appreciate
Sure.
the other person. So asking that might not necessarily always be offensive, even
Yeah.
though usually springs from one person feeling
Yes.
Yes.
that
Yeah.
they are not getting as much as they are putting in. But well, it's a
So
question
let me tell you something quickly. So one of my cousins works with a family, and the lady just watches like these reality shows. So from morning to evening, she's just changing, like flipping through real housewives, this, that. If Big Brother is dead, yeah, baby, like she'll just go through it the whole day.
Does she call and advise the characters?
I'm wondering how she does it, but that is what she does, and she has like help for everything.
Yeah.
And once her husband walks in, and then she turns off the TV, and then she goes into the room with the man, then the man is fine. Like that is how. If the man
That's
is
the
mad,
agreement.
yes. If the man is mad at her, it's because when he came back, she didn't walk into the room with him. So like that's what she is bringing to the table is to be available for the husband. The man doesn't have any issues. When she wants to travel, cry, he's offended because when I walk into the door, who is going to go into the room with me?
Yeah.
So that's her role. So for him, he knows what she's bringing to the table. But for somebody who has to do other things like the financial thing that you are saying, it's a problem. So it depends on what you want from your partner.
Yeah.
And you must have that conversation.
Exactly.
Yes, so you
Yeah.
need to know. You need to know what you are looking for. There are men that want their women to be all dressed up, just that, and they are good to go. That's enough for the table. There are men too that they want you to share the bills 50-50. That's enough for the table.
So we need to have a conversation about, we need to decide what is going to be for us, because it will be different for everybody.
Yeah.
But we also need to appreciate those that might not necessarily be bringing in money, but are doing other things. And if we want, let's even take an assessment and find out how much this would have cost if we were paying for it.
Yeah,
And then we'll be able to, all of us will be at peace that indeed everybody's bringing
contributing
something
one
to
way
the
or the
table.
other.
Thank you so much. So we're going to go on the streets to ask them a few questions, and then we'll be back to discuss.
Well, to me, it's not appropriate because things can happen. But I feel it all boils down to issues of morality. But from my point of view, I feel it's way not appropriate. That's it.
Okay, so for me, I believe bestship with the opposite gender is not appropriate. Why? Because I believe that your partner should be your best friend. But if in a situation where you have a bestie before meeting your partner, then maybe you can minimize your outings or the time you spend with your bestie, just so your partner will not be jealous. But if your partner is okay with you having an opposite gender bestie, then I think it's fine. Yeah, you can.
Thank you for sharing your views. So we went on the street to ask, if you're in a relationship or if you're married, should you have a best friend of the opposite sex? So if as a woman, should I have a best friend who is a man, or as a man, should I have a best friend who is a woman? And you heard the views. We want to hear from you to tell us in the comments what you think. But I want to come into the studio and ask my people what they think. So can my bestie be a man? And can a man's bestie be a woman? Even though I'm in a relationship or I'm married. Well, Anita was smiling like,
Yeah, I want to hear from her.
why
She's
do you
mount-
quit? Chi.
Imagine what her quit.
You're
No, so you
calculating.
see, this thing is very, it's very complicated.
Okay.
But I believe that if you are in a relationship and you are telling me you have a bestie who is the opposite sex, you should know what is happening. You should value these friendships. Don't contradict it. Don't bring them together. You see, this time and era, if you are talking about friendship, why are you bringing this bestie thing day?
Because it's
Because
bestie.
it's there.
No,
We have
listen.
besties.
Let me tell you something. Some people will be in a relationship. I have a friend who is in a relationship and she's having bestie. And she'll tell you, going hiking with bestie next weekend. And then you see her and the bestie in a restaurant eating, what's the name? Seafood. She's snapping and everything. Every day is bestie. So I actually went and I said, you know what? Do you like this guy? Do you like your best friend? And he said, oh,
That's romantically.
initially, yes. He said, oh, initially, see that bestie, whatever ship, that mean who couple, that ship thing. There's always water somewhere that is ready to let the ship
There's
float.
not always
So
water.
I asked, what is happening? She said, oh, I used to like him, But when I liked him, he was in a relationship. So I also entered
It's
into
in
a
your line.
relationship. Now he's out of relationship. So he's just my friend.
But is she in a relationship?
She is in a relationship.
Okay.
And sorry, I'm snitching on you. You see this bestie,
The guy is trying.
this bestie thing that she's doing.
Yeah.
The guy is saying that, oh, I'm okay. And I told her the guy is lying. He's also not with you. Because she kissed the best friend. If you are my best
But
friend.
that's a different conversation.
No, she's saying
They're
that
in a
this is my
situationship. It's not
Yeah.
even bestiship.
But if you've
but
kissed,
to her,
what else will you do?
to her, she's saying that this is my best friend. But you are in a relationship. So I don't know. I don't know the kind of, I don't know the definition that people are giving. We have
Yeah,
people
so
in
This one
situationships.
situation, based on this one situation, you're saying that you can't have a best friend of the opposite sex.
No.
No.
And if I will have, I would have to find a balance because I won't spend more time with you and neglect the other person. If you are not in a relationship and you're having a best friend, nobody cares about that. But when you're in a relationship and you're always tilting towards best friend, then you are not ready to be in a relationship.
Okay.
I am not saying that don't have a male best friend or a female best friend, but just know what you want to do with these people. That's all.
Okay. Thank you, Anita. Roko.
Okay, so for me, I've never had a male bestie. So it will be hard to actually say it works or it doesn't work. The kind of things I talk to my besties about, please, no man can hear. So I can't relate on that level, like personally. But it works for some people, actually. I know people who have male besties that look out for them like brothers. Like they don't have that brother experience, and these friends give it to them.
Yeah.
They get all that a brother can do for a sister, and they don't even have feelings for
The person.
these people. Like I know one that when she's with the guy and the guy meets a lady, she's like excited about it. She's like, right now, like I have a sister-in-law, even when they're having issues, she feels like torn between them because maybe she likes this particular girlfriend and she doesn't want him to leave. Like with a clear head, there's nothing there. She doesn't have feelings. Onion spec po. But their friendship is like siblings.
Brother in Christ.
Yeah, like it's very beautiful. They've had it for years. Their families know each other. Their mother calls him son. It's working for them. So who am I to say that it's not right? There are, however, people too that hide under the guise of bestieship and they are doing situationships. And they are doing all sorts of things. Bestie with benefits. Because it's a lie. You know you are physically attracted to this person and you are doing this person from time to time. But because you are ashamed to let everybody know that you are not in a relationship with a person, but this is your partner in other circumstances, you give it a term bestiship. So it rubbishes the whole bestiship thing, especially when it's with the opposite gender. People ridicule it and say that every female and male that are friends are probably shagging. But I can assure you, there are some that are just doing it like sister brother.
Yeah.
Like me, I have two brothers. They were not here. If I had a male friend that were close, I'll probably be like very protective and like very close with the person because I grew up with my brothers long distance. They were not here. They only come and go. They come and go. So I can find a personal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it reminds me, what you said reminds me of what one of our aunties used to say, that Obani Obema Nyadam for.
People say that all the
Yeah,
time, actually.
But I think for me, I think you can have a bestie of the opposite sex. You just need to have certain boundaries in place.
Yeah.
Because even if it starts off as friendship, it can develop into something
Yeah.
else. Because you are opposite sex, definitely the more we get close, the more likely. But you need to have the rules in place, especially when you go into a relationship or you get married, because your partner needs to also be comfortable with the person that you are friends with. And for me, for instance, my husband knows all my friends. I just want you to know that this is my husband, and husband, this is my friend, so that we are all clear. If I tell you that, oh, I'm going to eat, and I go out and eat fufu a lot with my friends, so if I tell you I'm going out, you don't run wild. Fortunately, my husband doesn't go on that tangent, but just so that, because I would want the same from you. If you happen to have a female friend that you want to go out, I'll even tease you. I'm always teasing him about people having a crush on him and all that. But you need to be able, for me, if you must have a friend, a best friend of the opposite sex, you need to be able to have certain boundaries in place. It shouldn't be that it's a free for all. Today is like this, tomorrow is like that. Some of my friends, if I fight with them, it's my husband will come and talk for them that, oh, you know, because he knows that we'll fight and still will come back to them. But there needs to be those boundaries in place because till you have them in place, even you might not even go and get in your feelings about them, but they might start to feel something for you, and then it makes everything awkward. So I will not rule it out.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Have any of your like male besties actually started acting funny around you
Yeah.
before you got married or something like?
Yeah, I've experienced
they've
that.
had feelings.
Yes, I've experienced
I
that.
can't relate because I've never had.
Yeah, I've experienced. That's why I'm saying that you need to be clear with the person on
Yeah.
both sides, because you might not feel that way about them, because I'm like, hey, like you guys say, oh my G, you know,
Yeah.
but they might get there with you because
Okay.
they think that, oh, there's a possibility that, but
There's a thin line between
know.
bestieship and relationship.
so you need
Really?
to. Is it that thing? I don't think
Because
it's that
for
thing.
me,
It's-
maybe because
it is-
my
it is-
besties are
it's a-
females, I think that maybe because I'm not experienced. When your besties are of the opposite sex, what is the difference? Like, what do besties do that you people do differently? That makes you
I
start
don't know.
getting feelings. I'm
It's just
confused.
that they might not, you might not be able to do everything with them, especially when they also get into a relationship. Like, you need to give them that space.
Okay.
Because especially for us women, our partners will be more understanding than they when the guy has a
Yeah,
girlfriend
that's
now,
true.
because she will now be like, who is this? Are you sure? You know, but the guys, they are usually cool about, you know, whoever is.
Are you sure
so-
guys are cool?
Usually,
They
not
pretend.
not always, but I think anyway, in my experience,
Yeah.
is the guy's girl who usually gets
gets
weird than the best girlfriend's partner.
Don't you think they have sometimes they are standing on something? That's why
No,
they
some
are
have
always
experienced
getting weird.
things. Some have actually experienced things, and sometimes the best friend is somebody that they've been with before, and it didn't work, and
How does that one? People are just complicating the world. I beg. How does that one work? Like,
How is that even
ex
possible?
best friend, like you
Ex
people.
is now best friend. Like,
How?
are you not the one who started
Why you-
last
how?
episode and said
No,
that
like you people are making the
you
world
can be friends with your
complicated. I
ex.
beg. Like,
No.
so then how did he graduate
Being friends
from
with
ex?
my ex doesn't mean he should be my best friend. Being
Yeah.
do you know what best friend means?
Oh, but you use them to get into rooms that you are not.
That one
Yes,
is different.
once in a
I mean,
while. Not every day.
Yeah.
Besties spend a lot of time together.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, besties spend a lot of time
Yes.
together. So
you
I
are
think that
spending a lot
if
of
it doesn't
time
work
with your
for you-
ex. Hello.
Yeah, so you are saying that the ex is out of the question.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, we
when
don't
it comes to friends, I think that wherever you find it, so far as it's good for you and it's good for your partner.
Yeah.
You should run it, because friendship is hard to get. Like, it's hard to find your
Your
people.
own people.
You know,
Genuine
I've been
friendship is
I've been
hard to
friends
get.
with people that I thought that, oh, this was it, and then like it just, you know,
Drifted apart.
you know, and you're something, you look back and you're so shocked that this person, but I thought that, you
It
know,
was for life.
yeah. So I think when you find your person, but put the boundaries in place, because you might be sure of yourself, but the other person, you can't guarantee how they'll
Yeah,
feel or where they'll get to. So, and especially for their partner, you need to be considerate. There's a friend that had to cut off because their partner was not comfortable with us being friends. Recently, a friend of face now, I just ended the call because I don't want a situation where we are tiptoeing around your partner. Like, what is there?
There's nothing to
you know,
hide.
sometimes I'll be like, have you seen my husband? And you think that.
Charlie, repeat that. Look into the camera. Repeat that. I beg.
So
Tell the
there
world.
you have it. Bestie of the opposite sex. What do you think? Should you have a best friend of the opposite sex? We want to hear from you. Just flood the comments. Let us know. We will check it out and then get back to you. We'll now go on to our life hack.
Okay, for our life hack today, we are saying that everybody brings something to the table. The real question is whether it aligns with yours, so we can both win.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Sage has spoken. What do we add? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bringing something to the table.
The table is right in front of you. Put what you need on it and use it. Thank you.
What you need on it?
Yes,
What
what
are you
you
confusing
need.
me? Is this a math
No,
class?
I'm saying that the table is here. What do you need? Whatever you need, you put it on it, and then you use it. If you don't need it, why are you putting it on it?
This one, Emfa.
I still not. No, I'm just saying that. You are with somebody. This is what you need. This is what you think you, or you know that you need.
Okay, so you put
You
it on
tell
the
the
table and
pe-
let the person know.
Yes.
Okay.
You want me to still explain the table?
No, I get it now.
Yes.
I get that, but you are speaking like in strange tongues
Yes,
before.
we have to something have to do that.
Yeah, great. Okay, so I also think that when it comes to what you bring to the table, everybody has something that you bring to the table, and sometimes we ourselves downplay what we are doing because we think that because it's not monetary, because it's not this, it's not enough. But whatever you are bringing to the table, put your best foot forward. Like bring what you can, and don't kill yourself. Especially we who because like especially when you get married to a rich family or something, you're stretching yourself. You're trying to do it. That's for the men. You're trying to do something that you can't just because the person has. I remember a story where somebody had to buy a certain baby cot because that's what the partner wants them to buy. Meanwhile, there are cheaper ones at Melcom. And the partner said,
The baby will fall
let's,
down. I bet.
let's buy that instead because he couldn't really afford it. And you are not paying for it. So, we need to, balance these things. When you love somebody, don't stress them. Right. So whatever you can bring that. And if you know that you're not doing enough, do better. Because this is somebody that you see you love. So why not put your best foot forward? Why burden them with so much, And we have established that it's not just monetary.
Yeah.
If it is helping around the house, if it is this, do that and let your relationship flourish and enjoy.
Yeah.
There. So already is the end of this episode of Boy Meets Girl podcast. Thank you so much for joining us, for watching. We encourage you to share, to like, to comment, and send it to your bestie. Let us know what they think. To our amazing crew, thank you for helping us do this. And to my amazing, open-minded co-host, thank you so much. My name is Lydia Bachoije.
My name is Anita.
Thank you, and see you on the next episode.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye.